This conference will now be recorded.
So representational state transfer. And by using a uniform resource identifier, we are going to use a uniform resource identifier. For that, we have get method and put method, post method, delete method. Are you aware of these methods? Get and post and put delete
Yeah,
method?
yeah.
Did we ever use these methods?
Have we entered Spring Boot?
No, not really. Spring Boot also in combination somewhere, I'll tell you. Spring Boot is not separate thing. It's like Maven. You know Maven, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the purpose of Maven?
Just to get the jar files automatically, we are using it.
Something like that. Not exactly the same. It helps for us configuration purpose. It helps
Yeah.
automatic configuration to be done. On top of Spring technology, we have this. Are you
Okay.
hearing me, Jyoti?
Mm-hmm.
So, as part of this, we are talking about RESTful services now. As part of the RESTful services, we have four methods: get method, put method, post method, and delete method. So what is a get method? Get method means generally if I want to get a resource where it is already there, I want to get that. So from the HTTP, we are all going to give HTTP requests. Are you getting me? We are talking about HTTP requests. Let's get post, delete, and delete. So put it updates the existing resource. I want to modify something. I want to add on something. Then I'll go for put. Add on when I say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when I would like to create a new research, then I have to use post. When I have to create a new research, then I'll be using post. When I have to use, when I have to delete a resource from the existing project, then I have to go for delete request. Post, users, it create a user. Get, it retrieves the details from a user. So I have suppose a user class, suppose URIs we are talking about. Post user means it creates a new user with the help of a URI. Are you getting me? URI. I'm running my application in the server, but I want to read that resource. I will open the browser and if I know that URI to get that to get that resource, and I'll be using URI, and I would like to print in some format that is called JSON format, JavaScript object notation. Have you gone through any time JavaScript object notations?
Yeah.
You know JSON?
Yeah, I've seen it. Where did I do it? I have done it somewhere. I doesn't exactly remember,
Really?
but
So
I've
JSON,
done it.
what is the purpose of JSON, Jyoti?
Like backend JavaScript, did we use?
No,
It's
it's
like
object
JavaScript.
notations form.
It's like JavaScript
Script, but
notation.
hmm. So that means I'll show you a simple format of JSON. How was your weekend?
Oh yeah, it was fine. I went to my relatives.
Okay. So you said long weekend, right?
Yeah, I
Monday,
mean,
today is the Independence Day.
no,
Today.
Saturday.
Ah, okay, okay.
What
So
the hell
JSON
happened?
introduction, see Jyoti, like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Jyoti, see here. Something like this: name, John, age, 31, city, New York. So this is all JavaScript code. This one, if I convert it into a JSON format, then the text will be very much simplified, and anyone can be able to understand that. Anyone can be able to understand that. Where is that? Yeah, name. It will print like this: name, John, and yeah, something like this. JSON. Your JavaScript and JSON. They are similar, but I have
Yeah, it
some code, some
simplifies.
details of a person, student details and all. So then now what I'll do is, this is my JavaScript code. So it simplifies, any layman can understand what is there. Person JavaScript arrays as JSON. It is, it's an options. Name John, age 30, and car null. Okay. Some JSON data. Whatever you see in the open bracket and this thing. So it should not be something simple. We have a complicated data. So that complicated data, I want to represent it. Then I'll give a JSON format. So it's something like this: JSON name, and I'll be giving like this, so that anyone will be able to understand. Any layman can understand what is there in that code. If I give him JavaScript code, they don't know what is this verb and what is that. This, they might get confused. So that's the reason what we'll do is we'll give it to the form of a JSON format. Are you getting me, Jyoti?
Hmm?
JSON. One more minute. So your Java code can be converted into JSON format. Your Java code, your JavaScript code, you're going to write it into JSON format. Why we have to write it into JSON format? For the better understandability. For better understandability. One moment. I would like to open up the T point. Generally, JavaScript code or Java code, object code, I can write it into JSON. JSON versus XML. See, this is my JSON code. Students, in it's, suppose I have a Java objects, 5 Java objects. That Java objects code I want to, if I give employee new something, that object, they don't understand. The client will not understand. We need to give something what they can understand in the notepad. So then what we'll do is we will write a simple notations. Hey, convert this Java object to JSON. I can convert Java to JSON. I can convert XML to JSON also. But the thing is, if I give XML code, Java to XML, if I convert, the thing is, he doesn't understand. Hey, what is this tag? Student, so student tag, name John. It's okay. We can understand still. If it is complicated data, so that you not get the clarity that easily. But if you see the JSON, okay, it's saying that there are some students. Okay, that first name of the student is John and age city Agra. Okay, second name of the student is something Steve. So that means we are able to easily understand. So that is JSON. So Java objects can be converted into JSON, and your XML can be converted into a JSON. Sometimes vice versa combination we have to do. Java to JSON to Java also we need to convert. Yeah, because we need to give to the developers will be using, not only the client's purpose we will be developing. We'll be working for developers also. So in that case, sometimes you need to read the JSON data into a Java object. Yes, that is possible. Okay, we have in the Java T point we have the conversions also. So this is a simple what has given a JSON. What is a JSON and what is a JSON format basically? If I have array data, this is an object, array of object. It is collection of object of students. So this is same way XML. If I have given a XML data also, the person should be able to convert into JSON. Are you getting me, Jyoti? How to
Mm-hmm.
convert and all, that's a different story. This is my JavaScript. Name, wage, website, business book, that is, these are all objects. And the JavaScript objects in an array. We are representing nesting of JSON objects. That's okay. That's a generalized format. Now, coming to the point, we are discussing about our RESTful services. No, basically we will be converting our data. We are reading from the server and that we are printing it onto the notepad, or we are going to print it wherever you would like to see it, what is happening in that. In that case, we have to use RESTful services. So post, get, and some URI users. And if I want to get a particular user details, users dot in the bracket in the column, you are going to specify the particular ID, so it retrieves the details of a user. And if you want to retrieve all the users, example we are saying,
Mm-hmm.
Standard codes, what it will be printing on the server. When you see if any resource is not found, it should show an error saying that 404. 404 means what you are expecting, that that resource actually is not there. That resource is not there, and in case in sometimes what happens is you are going to find out
Hello.
Jyoti, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I was trying to connect with my this one, my local network, but it is not connected. It's not showing the signal. I'm connecting from hotspot.
Oh, you can close some tabs which are not in use. Maybe it will be a little fast the connection.
Broadband symbol, it is not showing. It's showing
Oh,
identifying internet. No internet. Why it's not identifying, but it's saying no internet? How come? Okay, let it be. So, Jyoti, you're getting me right?
yeah.
Okay. So we are going to give the request. That's what we have to get it. Now let's see. Initializing a RESTful web services. If Springboard also there, what is there? We'll learn Springboard. Okay, very easy, simple. Okay, simple projects will. So initializing a RESTful web services project with the Springboard means it seems okay. Let it be. So what is Springboard? I'll give a quick introduction of Springboard. Okay, so how do you create a Spring with the web project if you want to create? What do you do, Jyoti?
How, how do you?
If I say Spring MVC project, if I ask you to create, what you'll do?
I'll
How do
create a
you create?
like file new Maven project. File new Maven project,
Correct. Okay.
and then I'll go ahead with the artifact ID, and then I'll give the package name.
Hmm. So you'll select over there. After that, what you'll do after that, mm, you will add the Maven jar files, right? Spring MVC jar files required. That you'll add
Mhm.
it, right?
Oh yeah. Maybe
So that
dependencies
is
in
what,
the web XML, then you'll get jar files.
right. So in my project, I am connecting with the also. I am also connecting with the I'm also connecting with the RESTful services. So that means I need to add a REST API. That's an API. API is nothing but some set of jar files. The jar file is nothing but set of classes and interfaces. So if I want to connect my application with RESTful services, that means I need to add RESTful services also. That also I need to configure in the Maven. Okay? Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm? The jar files. And what if I want to connect to MySQL? So MySQL jar file also I need to add. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And what if I want to connect to MongoDB has come? I would like to connect to it. I need to add that jar files also.
Mm-hmm.
What if I would like to add Hibernate? So Hibernate jar files also I need it. If any of them I missed it, my project will not work. So I need some solution for this.
But then
I
what is the
have
point of
20
Maven when we
technologies.
have
This
to
one,
add? Maven is supposed to add.
I'm coming, girl. Yeah, I'm coming. So what the thing is, Maven is advantages, but every time I need to configure manually the related jar file means somewhat I felt that it is looking complicated. Sometimes we don't know which jar file has to be used. There should be
Yeah.
some type of rule automatically configure my Maven also. The
Okay.
thought of the developers, the iPhone people, what they'll do, they'll think of every time to compete with the market, one new feature they'll add and they'll release a phone. It's also something. So Spring is fine. Spring with Maven is fine. But the Spring working with Maven, every time we need to configure with this 20 or 25 technologies configuration in the form seems to be difficult. There is one more technology, microservices. So now if I want to work with microservices, I need to add to my microservices APIs also. Hello,
Hello.
Jyoti, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, 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 I can hear you.
I need to add this jar files configuration. I don't want to keep at risk. 20 jar files, 30 jar files, 30 APIs configuration. They thought of doing something better for the Spring. For that reason, they have introduced Boot, Spring Boot. When
Mm-hmm.
you're starting up your application, they would like to add automatically the jar files. Just you need to select, like choose, what do you say? Choose the, what do you say? Choose the correct answers you will be having now. So
Mm-hmm.
in that way, you can choose which one you want at the time of
Okay.
your project creation. So automatically your application will be configured with the server, sorry, with the jar files. So how come, sir? See, Jyoti, for that we have a tool that is called STS. What is that?
Yes, yes.
STS, Spring Tool Suite. Are you getting me, Jyoti?
Yes. Spring Tool Suite.
Spring Tool Suite. So this Spring Tool Suite you need to install. It's same like Eclipse. All the functionality is same, but extra to work with the Springboard, it has something extra way of creating the project. That extra things only we'll see. It is same like Eclipse. You see, I've opened my STS, Spring Tool Suite. Do you find any difference? No. But I have, when I click a project, I have option, starter project. Okay, this starter project, I don't have the options, session beans. Okay, these options I don't get it in my generalized Eclipse.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason, they have given what is that starter project? Let's have a look. Now, Spring starter project, I'll select it. And also, I would like to add RESTful Services, provide RESTful project name and group name, package name, next button. Okay. These are all common. This is similar to Maven. These steps are Maven. Okay. Boot version and choose Spring Boot version. Voice version is automatically will be there. You can see the structure in the all the things will be configured automatically. Let's see now and how does it works. Now I'm going to create a project. New, new Spring Starter project. Maven. Maven is already available. Maven it is adding type group name, project name. I'm going to say it as Spring Restful one. I'm saying Spring with the RESTful one. That's my project name. com.rest example. I'm saying, okay, that's my group. Okay, my package I have to say com.rest example. Group is, this is similar to Maven configuration, REST example, and this is my version name. Okay, there's no changes I've done. And the project demo to, what is this name? Project name artifact Spring RESTful or Spring REST app one. New, you see these options. That's what I was telling. I want to work with Amazon, I can check with Amazon. If I want to work with a NoSQL, I can. If I want to connect with SQL, I don't need to configure. Anything I can select it. If I want to make it as a web project, I can select it as a web. Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm.
So it will build all the things, building a web services, servicing, so all the things it's adding. Are you getting me, Jyoti?
Yeah.
I have options here. These options it's providing me. 2.1.8 Spring Starter dependencies. We can see the project structure in the Explorer. Jyoti, can you hear me?
Yeah, now.
Hello.
Hello.
Jyoti, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hello.
Yeah, just a minute.
You selected Spring Web, right?
Yeah, I'm selecting just a Spring Web, Jyoti.
Mm-hmm.
I'm selecting just a Spring Web and I'm saying next and then what happened? And then save finish. Spring Web means automatically RESTful services will be added. So it takes some time to build it. This is my application, Spring REST App 1 as my project name. Yeah. Jyoti,
So
are
when
you
you
getting me?
so when you selected that web, only the RESTful API is coming, not the not any other dependencies like the SQL or any other.
That's good.
When you selected the web, it only added us the RESTful API things, not anything else.
Let's see what it has added. It is taking 26%. It's importing some things. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
It's importing. It's adding all the stuff. It has to be 100%, right? So let it be. Takes in the starting point, it takes some time. to build the form.xml file. So we need to give the time to it. So that means we have to leave it for some time being until it completes its 100%. So that your project will be ready with all the configuration.
So
Are you
from
getting
we
me,
can run
Jyoti?
it directly from here. We need not go to Eclipse now.
No, this is in this only we have Eclipse server.
Okay.
In this only we have Eclipse server. Let it add, Jyoti. It is taking some time. Let it first. It takes some time. Let it. Huh?
Okay.
It's taking too much time. Maven dependencies. Adding Springboard starter test and Springboard Maven plugin. Both were starter web, starter tester. The web will get at all the things. It's not added the dependencies. Application of properties. Smooth, slow. Test. Boot starter web. In the starter web only all the things will come. Say 8% what it is. Repo.maven.apache. I didn't use it for a long time. It's taking too much time. Let it in the meanwhile we'll go for something. So it will add, if I say Spring Maven web, no, sorry, Spring Web automatically RESTful services it has to configure. Are you getting me, Jyoti?
So I
It
need
has
not
to
touch the
configure automatically the RESTful service. I'm sorry?
I need not touch the web.xml for dependencies.
Web.xml for
Dependencies.
dependencies will be there in the form.xml. No? What web.xml?
Sorry. Form.xml.
Form.xml dependencies will be there. We are not configuring. It will configure. Okay. The Maven dependencies will be added to your application automatically. Like this, it has to come. Spring is test main, test Java, SRC main Java. All the things will be coming up. Okay, it's taking some time. Maybe I've connected with this one hotspot, I think. It wouldn't have taken this much time. It will take, but not this much time. So many things it's been. It's 26% only. Let us refresh it. Refresh waiting. Jackson, this is what? Jackson it is adding. Jackson means that is a REST API. Jackson. It's adding all the things. So after adding the dependencies, Jyoti, so we'll see the code and we'll go back up. So after adding that, this class, this is the class which automatically creates one class, whatever the name you have given. Based on that, one class will be created. This is an auto-generated class. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah, that's what I'm saying is auto-generated class. Spring application dot run, and your class with this it is going to generate a class file. So you need to start up this application, but ensures that the application is running properly. It does not perform any services, but ensures that application is running properly. Now open your class. This class will be created, and boot means your application for the entire application process will be started from here. Are you getting me, Jyoti? Whatever you do, that's okay. But your application, you have to start it from here. You have to run this one. Then only it is called as a Spring Boot application.
Okay.
Are you right? Now that is okay. That is automatically generated class. That's fine. I don't need to do anything. I have to run that. So that will take care of some other things. Main. Now it is creating. No, not yet. It is created. First example. This is my class, Jyoti, which we have created. Spring REST app 1 application have given. So that name it is taking as your boot class. This is called your boot class. Your application process starts from the Spring Boot application starts from here. Are you getting me? That's it. What is the status? Still 26. Oh my god. And then that's a that has come automatically, and this is my project name, this is my class name, and I have to run this one. Okay, now what I have to write my program, that's the story where I have to write. Now this is my main controller. This thing is, when I say this is my, wherever you see this annotation, that is your Spring Boot application class. That's your main class to run. Now we are going to create a classes now. Let's see what are the classes. I'm going to create a hello world controller class. I'm going to create a hello world controller. Hello world controller, and this hello world controller containing a method request mapping. Are you getting me? So if anyone has given a request saying that the path hello world, okay, if anyone has given a request with while mapping with this hello world, so obviously this method will be called. We have seen previously what is a controller. Controller is someone in your base package. Yeah, you will be maintaining that for any request it has to go there. For a Spring MVC, we have a dispatcher servlet. The dispatcher servlet, we will be configuring a base package. From there, it will go to the according to the controllers I said to you. But this is not a normal controller. This is a REST-based controller. We have general controller and we have RESTful controller. And here we are creating a REST-based controller. Are you getting me, Jyoti? This annotation is going to act as a REST controller. So that means create a new class with the name hello world and this package, something like that. And whenever we create a web service, we need to define two things. One is get method, who is going to access get method and URI. So how could I access this class? So the URI, what is my URI? Okay, my URI on the request mapping I'm going to use. I have to use the method called get method. Someone is going to call this method hello world method. So to call that, I'm going to give the URI. What is the URI? This is not URI. So hello world. Are you getting me, Jyoti?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
So get method. Now create the hello world method, which returns a string hello world. So when I call that method, it may contain any text. It might contain addition program. It might contain text. See, any program it may contain. That's not our part. I'm calling this class, which is on the server. Oh, I've opened my application on the browser, and I'm calling this class. Just how could I call this? I'm going to give the URIs. They're called endpoints. What we call endpoints.
Points.
Anything, any application which is on the server. Okay, any application which is on the server. If you added the RESTful services for that application, that means some Json files. These are all the things you need to add, and you made it as a REST based application by using a REST controller. Then only you can call this class. Then only you can call this class directly. Are you getting me, Jyoti? I can open, when I run this application in the browser, I can open my browser, run the server on the application in the server. I can open my browser and directly I can give this URI to call this method. Are you getting me, Jyoti? Hello,
Hello.
Jyoti, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So, check hello world controller. Hmm, Only the above two programs are afraid. Why did some code get repeated? This is my
Okay,
controller.
that's okay. Not just a minute.
Okay.
That's my controller class. I'll create some other controller. Okay, so the controller class is telling there are two ways we can create it. One is say that on top of your controller, this is not a normal controller. It is REST based controller. That means if your application on the server, so you can directly access with the URI.
Mm,
You can
got
directly
it.
call that method. That is the meaning of him. I can call that method directly by using a URI. That's what his meaning. Okay, the same class I can do in another way also. What is that? Instead of you writing request mapping, they have given now all the things is they will introduce new annotations and they'll ask us to remember so
Yeah.
many annotations. So request mapping, instead of that, he's telling that write get mapping and give the path. That's it enough. Hello,
Yeah,
your audio connection gone.
I can hear you.
Jyoti,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, fine. So instead of request mapping, what we are going to use is we are going to use get mapping this time. Get mapping and path equal to hello world, and that's it. Direct. This is second way to perform. His main trace is telling that don't use a request mapping. We have something advanced to go for that at get mapping. Are you getting me, Jyoti?
Mm-hmm.
What is the state of this Java docs? It's downloading. I think still. Where is my Spring Rest tab? A form, okay, dependency is getting created. See here, all the files,
Go.
Springboard,
Mm-hmm.
Spring, all the core, all the things are Jackson. Jackson means your RESTful services related data binding files, core files, context files. Okay, JSON if you want to work, so JSON files, asset core, ham crust, there are many, JUnit, Mockito, byte, okay. So this many, JCL, core, web, spring web, you see here, web, beans, webMVC. It's created all the things. I don't need to configure my pom.xml now. I need to close this. When I say Spring Starter, this thing, it's created so many things automatically. Internally, it is creating. What it is doing, I don't know. So it is creating all the stuff. That's it. That's all. Okay. So now we have to see the working of that. We'll see. We'll see. It's still working on 83%. It's done. It's normal thing means so that it would be easier. So now I call this class, obviously. So what is this? Enhancing the hello world service to return a bean. Return bean class. Some bean means reusable component. So you would like to return a bean instead of a message. You would like to return a bean. It seems okay. So for that reason, what he has written, he has written a class. He has written a method. So which is going to return a bean class. It's going to return an object to us. Return new hello world bean, it seems, and there is a message. That's it. Where is this class we have created anyway? We don't need to create a class. We have to create it. Create a class hello world bean first, and which contains a constructor. This constructor has to be returned. Where? In my get mapping. When I call this one, previously we have only used a method. Now this method is a type of what? Hello world bean. So that means when I call this method, it returns me an object of a hello world bean saying this message. So that's it. So what is the URL I'm giving for it? I'm giving. If I call only hello world one, hello world, it gives me this message. If I call hello world bean, then it gives me this message.
How did the path come with
That's a
dash?
different URI. Dash. What did you say, Jyoti? This dash.
The path,
This one.
how did you get the path hello world bean with dashes in between? Because our class name is hello world
Not
bean, not
required.
hello dash world dash bean.
Yeah, you can give normally. Hmm?
Anything?
He has
I
given
can
like
give.
that. So we can give anything. Hmm? We'll see now. We'll work on it. Hello will be one thing. That's it, I think. So we need a format. Now launch the application. This application has to give me a JSON format. That's the main thing. Now, does it give directly a string JSON format? To string. Right click source, generated to string. Okay. Okay. This is going to generate a message to us on the browser. It returns a message hello world in the JSON format. Okay, it directly returns in the JSON format. Click here to
Go.
download creating a hello world service project. Click here, download initializing the Restful web services with the Springboard project. Let's see this. We have anyway this application now. Let's see. We'll download this one and we'll add it. I click here to enhancing the hello world service to return a bean project. We'll take this one. We'll import and we'll see.
No. No.
Jyoti, can you hear me?
Yeah, now.
Am I audible to you?
Yeah, you are.
Fine. Thank you. So our application is ready, and now what we'll do is we'll, instead of doing the changes over there, we will see what is this error, why it is showing an error. Let it be, it's not a problem, probably. It won't be a problem anyway. So I have com.rest example. Now what I'll do is, what is this? What happened to this? First, we create the simple one, and then we'll go with the complex. Control C, and then we'll create my class name, some hello world. This is my class. What I will do is, okay, but I have to change it. Hello world, I think.
I guess it's one more.
This is my class. Now I have to run this application on the server. So to run this, I need to say run as Springboard app. Which one I have to run? I have to run my Spring REST app one application. So this will give you some information. Okay, and it will also give you it says
Maybe
it says
Eclipse already
something.
something is running.
Identify and stop the process or configure this application. It's saying that 8080 port you are using somewhere else, Mr. Application.
I guess Eclipse something is running. Maybe some server output.
Yes, that port has been already used actually.
Occupied.
8080 means that is my Oracle
Okay.
port number.
Oh, okay.
I need to configure port number. So for that, where I used to do over here, Springboard app on in there, and the port is in the property we used to write. Come on. Totally in this house it's not there. And here it's not there. The basic web project has it got. It's not a general project. Just a minute. String this is the one that I don't have. Started, yeah, started 9099. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's go and open your internet web browser and we'll see. Let's go.
Nine zero nine
9099,
93, I guess.
no? 99.
Okay.
What is the project name? That name we have to give. What's our project name? Spring REST App 1. REST App 1. Spring REST App 1. Spring REST App 1 / what is that URI we have to call this hello world?
Is it hello dash world?
It's not found. Hyphen is there, no?
Mm,
Hyphen is there, I think.
yeah.
Still not found it saying. Here's also URL concat initialized Apache Tomcat started framework Spring App REST 1. Yes. Oh my god. Tomcat local host initializing Spring dispatcher servlet completed. It's running. Our application started. It's on the server. It's on the server. Okay. So it's running now. The entire thing is running. This port number, if I say again, because I'm already running the application.
Mhm.
Just a minute. Stop it. So stop it. Launch that. Run as Springboard app. List controller. Start. List application. List. Give the URL also actually. Just if I give the project name is enough. List. Should not be displayed. on. Application is starting, Jyoti, but somehow it is not printing. I'm not understanding why it's not. One moment. Springboard, let's go and see. One moment. Springboard. Springboard, what is Springboard? Springboard application we have to work. In support type set preview. Environment project we don't need. We have created a starter. For anything, nothing we don't need to. Everything is ready without a parent. Server also is. That's the only thing we have to type, Jyoti. Actually, it's been already started, no? So
Yeah,
we
the
are
server
starting
is
it.
started.
Huh?
I can see the server going with just the output. The server is going all fine.
Server is started and
Or
Spring
maybe you
App
have
on.
too many things on your port. I'll try with mine. Maybe I could give it a try.
Servers. Hello world. Okay, Jyoti, I'll come back to you tomorrow. Okay, let me check it
Okay,
out
I'll try
once. Huh?
this. Yeah.
There's no error, but still I don't know what is happening. Huh? Let me check
Okay.
it out. Okay, thank you, Jyoti.
Yeah. Thank you.